Captain on the bridge.
All right, captains, red alert. Let's go. Look at this. I wake up this morning to this. This is awesome. I am blown away. I was already excited. I am more excited now. Okay, captains. The 12th anniversary Terran bundle info is out. Let's go over this. I'm going to drop my 2 ECs as we go along. Oh my, these last 2 ships. Oh man. All right, sorry. Contain yourself, Triz. Let's go. Okay, we'll go over the blog. As I go, we'll give our 2 ECs, and then we'll give our final thoughts. Let's do this, Caps. Okay, can we not appreciate... Okay, I thought I was excited for the Mirror Odyssey with its lance and torpedo pod, but this... Okay, I'm... Wow, this is... interesting, the skin. Okay, let's go. Whether ruthlessly administering their quadrant, spanning empire, or menacing their peace, loving counterparts in our dimension, the denizens of the Mirror Universe's Terran Empire have never lacked in their penchant, right, for causing strife and turmoil. In the modern era, their surprising advances in starship engineering and weaponry have been cause for concern and vigilance here in the Prime Universe, and none can deny the effectiveness of their armadas. With the release of the 12th anniversary Terran bundle, now captains of all factions will have a chance to get in the captain's chair aboard some of the Terran Empire's most impressive modern vessels. These entirely new variants of some of your favorite vessels from the Prime Universe come with new stats and seating, an impressive arsenal of console and traits, and updated visuals to fulfill your ship customization needs. Okay, to sell this bundle, we knew they had to give it some good stuff, some good goodies. Good goodies? Sure. Yes, even in the Mirror Universe, we know one of the great joys in Star Trek Online is customizing your starship to perfectly fit the ambitions of your captain. In the new bundle, we are offering several new skins with each Terran ship that cover both canon and STO original designs, allowing new ship variants for anyone flying these vessels. And for variants from the existing lineages, details will be included in the descriptions of each of the new starships. All right, here we go. This value packed bundle will go on sale for PC players beginning February 17th, Captain. Mark that on your calendars. Let's go! And on console platforms beginning within the following month. And it includes all the following. Okay, 4 brand new starships. Well, yes, sure. That's what you want to call it. So Terran Lexington Dreadnought Cruiser. Yep. The Cygnus Battle Cruiser, the Adamant Heavy Raider, and the Trailblazer Science Warship. Wow. And the Mirror Strike Wing Escort, the Angle class, with new Earhart class Terran variant material exclusive to this bundle. The ship may only be claimed by Federation captains or those who have unlocked cross-faction starships. Interesting. That includes that Terran Empire costume adornments. Yes! Okay, now the one thing that I hope they included, I don't see it here, but we'll see. So the Inquisitor's uniform, that's awesome. That is what our Toon was wearing during Red Shift. Seen and worn by players' fierce rival in Redshift. An additional collection of previously unreleased Terran uniform variants. Ooh. These costumes and costume pieces are exclusive to this bundle, so you're not going to get this anywhere else, Caps. Keep that in mind. Exclusive title, Inquisitor. Additional inclusions. Okay, 1 Tier 6 ship coupon. 1. 6 experimental ship upgrade tokens. 6 starship slots. 12 master keys. 12 ultimate tech upgrades. The 12th anniversary Terran bundle will have a base price of 17,500, but will be offered at the discounted price of 13,125. That's 25% until March 3rd. Yes! Okay, I'm sorry. I'm excited because I was saving a lot more. Well, I have the Zen, but I saved more than I needed, and this is even better. Yes! As an alternative to the great deal that this bundle offers, the 4 new Terran starships will also be made available as separate purchases on the Zen store. At the standard price of a Tier 6 starship, 3,000 Zen each. That's awesome, Caps. That is awesome. These starships will participate in a Z store-wide ship sale, which will be active from February 17th until February 22nd, reducing this price to 2,400 Zen each, 20% off. Okay, I'm going to speak to this now because this is awesome, because we'll have a chance, or you captains will have the chance, those who want just one of these 4 ships will be able to get that without getting the whole bundle. So that is awesome. I think that is awesome. And with your free Tier 6 ship coupon, we'll have to see if it applies. Usually on the first day of ship releases, the T6 free coupon actually has applied to new ships released. So keep an eye on that, captains, but we'll see. Sorry, I can barely speak. I'm excited. This is absolutely awesome. This is fantastic for me. I'm excited because, you know, even though this is just new skins, different buffs, traits, I'm more excited just the fact that we're getting this to pimp out our starships. And again, we'll have the chance to just pick out one with the exclusive, you know, not including the angle, but right. So here's the one thing I was okay. So we are gonna get this costume, but I don't see the voice box. I wanted the voice box. I want the voice box. I wonder if it'll have it. Oh, there's more here. Okay. I'm already complaining. I didn't see anything. Okay, Terran Uniforms Editions. The Inquisitor's uniform, as seen, worn by players, mirror counterpart of the Inquisitor in the episode Redshift. Mix and match your most devilish look from among these Terran uniform pieces, available for use by captains of all species and all factions. Additional variants, an exclusive set of additional Terran Odyssey uniform pieces are also included for your use in this bundle. These variant uniforms are only usable by Federation species. Male and female, badge Terran Empire large, upper uniform jacket loose, Terran Odyssey incursion variant with rank indicators on shoulders, arm attached left, Terran dagger armband. Female only, upper uniform bare chest, Terran Odyssey sleeveless, upper uniform bare chest, Terran Odyssey incursion cropped. Okay, here we go. Here's the space Barbie. So here's the angle. Terran, I'm not even going to say that word. Sure. Here's the Terran skin. Here's the old skin there that was, which was nice dark, but this is a good upgrade. And I'm not really a fan of the ship, but you know what? With all this carrier goodness coming down, I might give this, no, I will be giving this a shot. And this looks really, really nice. Okay, so the Mirror Angle Strike Wing Escort. So, well, there's that blog that was previous to the ship, so you don't need to kind of go over that, or we could go over that if captains, if you want, just let me know in the comments below. If you need us to, we will also do that, but not now. So note, this ship is only claimable by Federation captains or those who have obtained the cross-faction starship unlock. The bundle also includes a bonus skin for the angle exclusive to the bundle, a Terran version of the 25th century Earhart Heavy Strike Wing Escort. Once this bundle is obtained, the exclusive material is usable on both the Mirror Angle Strike Wing Escort and the Earhart String Wing Escort. There's that. Okay, I replayed the episode of this, and I stopped when I had a chance to look at the ship in further detail, and holy cow, it just looks gorgeous. It looks it's so simple, the what we call the ketchup Terrans, because ketchup is the red, the yellow is mustard. this is all it is. It's just like red on the saucer, and it's so effective in my opinion. So here it is, the Lexington variant Yorktown. The Lexington's gonna have the weapon pod and the lance. We're making, captains, you know, we're making a Terran version build for me, Star Trek Online, on this when we get our hands on this. Maybe not right away. We're gonna go through this. Maybe save this for last. I'm not sure. We'll see. But great, great looking ship in my opinion. So the Terran Lexington Dreadnought Cruiser. The complete technical capabilities of this modern flagship of the Terran Empire are a well-guarded secret, known only to a select few within the Empire's trust. Yet despite the closed lips, it's no big secret that the ship is versatile and unpredictable, often emerging victorious and relatively unscathed from battle, even when the odds are stacked in her enemy's favor. This starship includes a Lieutenant Tactical Intelligence Specialist Bridge Officer seat and Commander Engineering Miracle Worker Specialist Bridge Officer seat. We've had that combo before, but I'm happy with that. I think we've had the Miracle and maybe not. But regardless, something interesting, something we can do. We'll make do with what we have for that. The Lexington-class Dreadnought Cruiser is a menacing Dreadnought refit of the Yorktown-class Star Cruiser with a massive heavy weapons pod and an Agony Phaser Lance. Let's go! Yes! I don't know why that's making me happy, but it is. The Lexington makes a formidable flagship to any fleet that unlocks the following visual variants. Lexington, Terran Empire, Lexington Federation Starfleet, Yorktown, the Terran Empire. All right, so here's the details. Tier 6. Fashion any must complete the tutorial. Hull modifier 1.375. Shield modifier 1.15. Weapons fore and aft, 4. Device slots 4. Bridge officer stations 1 Lieutenant Tactical / Intel, 1 Lieutenant Commander Tactical, 1 Commander Engineering, Miracle Worker, 1 Ensign Science, 1 Lieutenant Commander Universal. Lieutenant Commander Universal. Wow. This is going to be a powerful ship in my opinion. That's just my opinion though. Consoles. 4 TAC, 5 Eng, 2 Psi, 1 Universal. Nice. Of course, that can be upgraded to the Tier 6X version as well. Base turn rate 8, impulse modifier 0.15, inertia 35, plus 10 weapon power, plus 5 shield power, plus 10 engine power, plus 5 aux power. Console, universal multi-directional artillery barrage. Even the sound of it sounds awesome. And equip dual cannons, 1 hangar bay equipped with mirror shuttle universe. Awesome. Innovation, ship mechanic, cyclical quantum slipstream drive, innate ability, Agony Phaser Lance. Ooh, we are so gonna do a Lance build on this. Cruiser command, the track fire, weapon system efficiency. Interesting, they didn't actually put a track fire. Starship ability package, plus exotic damage, plus shield, plus healing, plus shield regen, and of course, dimensional modulation starship trait. So Admiralty stats 51, Eng 17, Psi 49, TAC, special plus 15, all when alone. Sense, innate ability, Agony Phaser Lance, built into the entire structure or spine of the hull. This weapon cannot be removed. The weapon fires a single massive phaser beam that is so devastating that it typically pierces multiple targets if they happen to be lined up. Now, we're going to see how this ends up being in game, but if this is anything like the Galaxy X Lance, at least it's going to look pretty when it fires. Okay, console. Universal multi-directional artillery barrage. The trade-off between ease of reloading and number of weapon cells is usually a balancing act. Every now and again, a design comes along that throws that idea out entirely, and this is just such a time. Bristling all over the disposable torpedo launchers, this console equips the ship with the absolute most semi-guided torpedoes possible. Let me pause there for a second. Let me read that again. Torpedoes. It's torpedo pod. Yes. These have significant trade-offs. Guidance isn't available except during the primary launching sequence. Reloading is slow and cumbersome, and the torpedoes can't be discharged individually. These trade-offs buy a spectacular and moral debilitating wave of devastation that threatens tremendous hull damage to huge numbers of enemy ships, even those far outside the primary field of fire. Valuable asset to captains willing to take risks in the fray. This console edition provides a passive bonus to projectile damage and maximum hull capacity. Yes, and yes, because this is going to also feed into tile duality. Of course it would. This console may be equipped on any ship in any console slot. This is going to be so much fun. I'm sorry, captains. I'm just giddy. Launches warheads in all directions, dealing kinetic damage to foes, plus bonus damage per firing arc with one or more foes, 4 after lap. Oh, wow. Oh my god, additional bonus damage per effective. Okay. Okay, here, captains, you know what we're going to be putting this console on? Take a guess, let me know in the comments below. I already have a build in mind, paired up with an existing universal console that's found on one ship. Take a guess. Starship trait, dimensional modulation. While this trait is slotted, activating directed energy modulation or any miracle worker bridge officer ability will grant you an amount of bonus weapon damage that scales with the number of nearby foes within 5 clicks, max up to 10. This buff lasts 10 seconds and may only trigger once every 10 seconds. Wow, that's interesting. Plus 3% to plus 30% bonus all damage with Starship weapons for 10 seconds. So this is Cat 2. Interesting. Okay, so Hangar Pets Mirror Universe Shuttle Craft. These scrappy fighters are equipped with Agony Phaser Beam Array and can utilize Beam Overload. At higher ranks, available on the Dilithium store or fleet starbase, they can also gain access to tractor beams. I don't see torpedoes here, so they could also be a good pet for not stealing concentrate fire, but wow. Okay, so here's the Cygnus. For me personally, here, see ketchup, mustard, ketchup, mustard. I wonder if we can make this red. I do want the red, but you have your Cygnus, Terran, Cygnus Federation, Andromeda Terran, and Galaxy Terran. Pretty cool. Although considered by some to be too ponderous to serve as a frontline battleship, the Terrans still find value in the immense and menacing posture of this bulky and well-armored cruiser. Its presence on any battlefield is widely understood to be a spoken threat to enemies of the Empire, as it is outfitted not only to defeat their enemies, but to erase them from history entirely. This starship includes a Lieutenant Tactical Command, Specialist Bridge Officer seat, and a Commander Engineering Temp Op, Specialist Bridge Officer seat. So this is going to come with Stop Hitting Yourself power. Recursive shearing. Costume information, the Cygnus class battlecruiser is the new version of the Armada class exploration cruiser, built with advanced tactical systems. The Cygnus unlocks the following visual variants. So Cygnus with Terran Empire, Cygnus with Federation, Starfleet, Andromeda with Terran Empire, Galaxy with Terran Empire. Ship details, here we go. Faction any. It's going to be tutorial. Hull modifier 1.525. Shield modifier 1.25. Weapons. Whoa. This is a 5.3 Galaxy. I said it before, and I'll say it again. Let's go! Yes! So happy. That's awesome. 5.3 Galaxy. I love that. Okay, Bridge Officers Stations, 1 Lieutenant Tactical Command, 1 Lieutenant Tactical, 1 Commander Engineering Temp Up, Stop Hitting Yourself Power, 1 Lieutenant Science, and 1 Lieutenant Commander Universal. Wow. This is going to be fun. So fun. Consoles 3 TAC, 5 Edge, 3 Psi. Base turn rate 6, impulse modifier 0.14, inertia 30, plus 10 weapon power and shield power. Consoles universal destabilized dimensional rip. Can equip the dual cannons, interesting. Molecular reconstruction abilities, and then of course it'll come with the cruiser command array, strategic maneuvering, shield frequency, weapon system efficiency. Again, no attract fire. Starship Mastery Package, Battle Cruiser plus physical and kinetic damage resistance, plus critical severity, plus energy damage resistance, plus maximum HP. Controlled Aggression is the Starship trait. Admiralty stats 48 Eng, 29 Psi, 40 TAC. Special plus 20 Psi and TAC when alone. These are those two ships alone will be good Admiralty cards for those captains who love doing their paperwork. All right. So the console universal destabilized dimensional rift. Activating this console projects a dimensional rift directly forward for 8 clicks, which expands after reaching that distance or after reaching an obstacle. Foes near rift take phaser damage and are banished to the Terran universe for several seconds. Foes hit by the projectile before it expands take extra damage and are banished for longer. Interesting. The Terran Empire has spent a great deal of resources learning how to travel to our universe, and they have a great deal of experience weaponizing their technology. It was only a matter of time before they combined the two. This console additionally provides a passive bonus to exotic particle generators and phaser damage. This console may be equipped on any ship in any console slot. Interesting. Projects a rift forward that temporarily banishes foes into the that's good. That's just hilarious. I don't know. In my mind, the ships that get banished into, the Terran universe have ships waiting to just like unload a barrage of fire on them. Rift expands and destroyed after traveling 8 clicks to foes hit while the rift moves forward. 4-click area plus phaser damage. Banished for several seconds to foes hit when the rift expands. 8 clicks, phaser damage less, banished for a few seconds. Banished foes cannot be seen or targeted and cannot move or act. Interesting. Something new, why not? Starship trait Controlled Aggression. While this trait is slotted, activating a universal console or temporal operative bridge officer ability grants a bonus to your control expertise skill based on your current amount of exotic particle generator skill. Subsequent activations will refresh this buff's duration. Interesting. Plus 5 to plus 30 control expertise scales with exotic particle generators for 20 seconds. Captains, I've always said I'm not the best Sci-Fu captain, so I'm going to leave it to the experts to say if this is good or not, but it's there. All right. This is an interesting design, and we're going to mess with this. We are so going to mess with this. So, the Adamant, Terran, Adamant Federation, Defiant, Terran. Okay, this mirror skin, again, that's awesome. I love the look of that. So, it's a Terran Adamant Heavy Raider. Like, this was in the actual episode itself. So, for us to take control of it, I know that the last ship speculated was it another ship, but to me, I sort of was more leaning towards a Defiant, and here we go. Sleek, aggressive, and armed to the teeth, this light and maneuverable craft represents the pinnacle of modern Terran engineering. Its streamlined and lightweight design is a stark departure in a ship construction philosophy from the Terran propensity toward enormous citadels and imposing cruisers. Yet this menacing vessel has proven itself a capable strike craft that anyone would be foolish to underestimate based solely on its size. So this starship includes a Commander Tactical Intelligence Specialist Bridge Officer seat and a Lieutenant Universal Temporal Op Specialist Bridge Officer seat. Okay. Stop hitting yourself. Okay. Costume information. The Adamant class Heavy Raider is now 25th century iteration of the Defiant family. The Adamant unlocks the following visual variants. The Adamant with Terran Empire, Adamant with Federation, Defiant with Terran Empire. Captains, this is interesting. This almost reminds me of another ship in a different game, modded differently, but that looks cool. I think we'll mess with that. I would probably use the Defiance sort of nacelles now compared to this, but I think these have launchers there right beside it. Interesting. Interesting. All right. So here's the information. Tier 6, any, must complete tutorial. Hull modifier 1.15, shield modifier 0.8. Weapons, wow, 5 and 1. In the red shirts, Redshift, sorry, episode. It was like a 4-2, 5-2. No, I think it was like 4-2 actually. So they made this different. That's pretty cool. Device slots 2, bridge officer stations, 1 commander tactical intel, 1 ensign universal, 1 lieutenant universal temp op, 2 lieutenant commander universals. Wow, 2 commander lieutenant commander. That's crazy. Consoles 5 tac, 3 eng, 3 psi. Base turn rate 2, impulse modifier 0.22, inertia 75, plus 20 weapon power. The console universal agony redistributor, and equipped dual cannons, combat cloaking device. Awesome. Raider flanking, experimental weapon slot, equipped with Terran repeating warhead launcher. Oh? Okay, we're gonna have to read that. Active sensor arrays, gather intelligence, flows, vulnerability defenses, weapon systems, critical systems, and the Starship Mastery packages a Raider plus accuracy plus defense, all weapon damage plus crit severity. Wild Weasel Starship trait. That's hilarious. Admiralty stats 27 eng, 27 psi, 63 tac. Special plus 20 eng and psi when alone. Ooh, I like that. They're giving these Admiralty cards some of those boosts by itself. That'll be good for me. I do a lot of paperwork, captains. Special equipment, Agony Quad Phaser Cannons. Nice! The Terran equivalent to the quad phaser cannons found equipped on the Prime Universal's Defiant class starships. These powerful weapons are built with the unique quality of occasionally dealing additional damage over time to foes, rather than being able to knock subsystems offline. They still draw additional engine power when firing, just like their counterparts. Yes. Just so much yes. Experimental weapon, the Terran repeating warhead launcher. The specialized warhead launchers have a narrow firing arc, but fire multiple times at your chosen foe, dealing repeated kinetic damage. A portion of this damage bypasses shields, and critical hits with this weapon will hit harder by default than that of other weaponry. Targeting arc 135, not that big a deal. This ship is going to be nimble. Heavy kinetic damage times 3, 20% shield pen over 2 seconds. 8-second recharge. Plus 30% critical severity with this weapon. That's awesome. That is awesome. So this could be a real good experimental weapon, but again, I will leave it up to the experts to test this out. Regardless, if this looks good and it's doing -1 DPS, I'm putting it on. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It looks good. We're using it. Agony technology has come a long way since only being usable in stationary modules on a personal scale. This application of the technology will send rippling streams of agonizing energy through the crew of multiple ships at once. Jeez. While simultaneously tearing into their hull. Based on the energy it can redirect from the damage that is dealt to a single chosen starship. Thus, the agony redistributor acts as a force multiplier in the truest interpretation of the phrase. Jeez. This console additionally provides a passive boost to flight speed and inertia rating. This console may be equipped on any ship in any console slot. Each second, for up to 15 seconds, amount of hull depleted from target is stored. Each second deals phaser damage equal to 33% of stored value. Ignore shields and half resistance to up to 20 foes within 5 clicks of target foe. Interesting. Starship trait, Wild Weasel. Activating evasive maneuvers or any intel bridge officer ability will call in a Wild Weasel shuttle to distract nearby enemies. Up to 20, I just find this hilarious, that statement. Up to 20 nearby targetable torpedoes and or mines will be drawn toward the mobile decoy, as well as the nearest enemy vessels being taunted into attacking it. The Wild Weasel is extremely sturdy for a fighter craft, but will be eventually destroyed by the punishment it calls down upon itself. Wow, that's kind of interesting. This pet may only be created once every 45 seconds. Interesting. So here it is, Trailblazer. Okay, we have the Terran, Trailblazer Federation, Pathfinder Terran, Warship Intrepid Terran, and Intrepid Terran costume. I like this. Yes, yes. We are going to be doing so many Space Barbie things. Terran Trailblazer, science warship, even in the fleets of a conquering expansion-minded empire, there is still a need for exotic research and scientific discovery. This vessel has married these needs with aggressive armaments and experimental subsystems to create a synergy of destructive forces in the ship of a starship. No unknown is too dangerous for the captains of these versatile and hardy vessels. The starship includes a lieutenant tactical, miracle worker, specialist bridge officer seat, and a commander science command specialist bridge officer seat. Ooh, captains, you know I love command. Special. I've always been a fan of command way before it was meta, so we'll make this work for us. Definitely make this work, especially having the miracle worker, so we can use the what's that power that boosts everything else there? Mixed armament synergy. Yes. That is the power that I use on the Parliament to help the torpedoes. So this gonna be good, captains. Costume information. The Trailblazer takes the elegant stylings of the Pathfinder long-range science vessel and does what the Terrans do best. Straps a bunch of guns to it. The Trailblazer unlocks the following visual variants. So you have the Trailblazer, of course, the Terran Empire, Trailblazer with Federation Starfleet, Intrepid with Terran Empire, Warship Intrepid with Terran Empire. Details. Tier 6. Hull modifier 1.15, shield modifier 1.3, 4 weapons 4, after weapons 3, device slots 3, bridge officer stations 1 lieutenant tactical miracle worker, 1 lieutenant commander tactical, 1 ensign engineering, 1 commander science command, 1 lieutenant commander universal. Wow. Just reading this is gonna be fun to use. Jeez. Consoles 4 attack, 2 eng, 5 psi. Base turn rate 12, impulse modifier 0.18, inertia 50, plus 10 weapon power, plus 10 aux power. Console universal, decentralized immunity, innate ability, agony, phaser, lance. Yes! That is awesome. Even this is gonna have a lance on it. Well, which makes sense. Okay, this. We just did a video on this too. Guess what? We're gonna do another one. And we're doing another one. Definitely doing another one. So look out for that one, caps. Use dual cannons, inspiration abilities, turn the tide against all odds, battle prep. Subsystem targeting, sensor analysis, sec def slot. Starship ability, package, psi vessel plus exotic plus shield plus healing plus shield regen hardness, starship trait, weaponized exotic particles. Admiralty stats 17 eng, 58 psi, 40 attack, special plus 20 eng attack when alone. Innate ability, yes, built into the entire structure or spine of the hull. This weapon cannot be removed. The weapon fires a single massive phaser beam that is so devastating that typically pierces multiple targets if they happen to be lined up. So we are going to be doing 2 more lance builds, just cuz. Console universal decentralized immunity. The tactic, erecting an externally located hardened field of impenetrable energy, was first employed by the ISS Rescava under the leadership of Captain Kumarke of the Terran Empire. This miniaturized drone version of the emitter used by the shield ship in that encounter lasts for a much smaller duration, but can also be employed far more rapidly in the field. Once deployed, the Rampart deflection drone will render your starship completely immune to incoming damage for a brief period. The drone itself is still susceptible to damage, however, and may be destroyed by savvy enemies. This console additionally provides a passive bonus to shield capacity and critical severity. The latter scales based on your current starship exotic particle generator skill. This console may be equipped on any ship in the console slot. Creates a Rampart deflection drone for 10 seconds, immune to all damage while drone is active. Drone may be targeted or destroyed. If destroyed before 10 seconds cooldown, partially refunded. Note, immunity effects such as this one are subject to a shared lockout period. That's interesting. Sounds like almost the ablative generative armor. You're not taking that much damage, and I think it's just a resistance rating, but it's pretty much you're not taking any damage in. Unless this gets destroyed, that drone. Starship trait, weaponize exotic particles. While this trait is slotted, the Starship enjoys a bonus to exotic particle generators while under the effects of cannon scatter volley and rapid fire, beam fire will, beam overload, torpedo spread, high yield torpedo, dispersal pattern alpha, or dispersal pattern beta, plus 50 exotic particle generators while in standard weapon firing modes. Wow. Huge shout out to Bordicus and Thomas. This is, captains, I apologize. Some of my reading there was not at its best, but like I said, I just woke up. I saw this blog. We had to cover it because holy monkey, this is insane. This has a lance? What? You are gonna have another experimental weapon with that possibly shoots out torpedoes? What? And agony pulse phasers? Yes, and this new skin? Please? Please? You're gonna have a 5-3 Galaxy? Yeah. With the ketchup and mustard skins? Yes, sir. And then the Lexington Odyssey with the torpedo pod and a lance? Holy monkey. And then you're gonna get this Earhart with its goodness, and of course the uniforms. Captains, this is absolutely insane. This is, wow. Again, I'd like to apologize because my excited giddiness got the best of me there. I just could not stop thinking of the possibility of how much fun. Let me repeat that. How much fun we're going to be having this. Let me say this though. A lot of this is leaning towards the end game of high-end meta builds that are capable of just demolishing things, and this is going to help that along even more. I know a bunch of my fellow captains are excited for the traits, the consoles on these. I am as well. I am more excited to just have fun with them. To be very honest with you, I am more excited to just have fun and to try them out, try different things. When I say try different things, like to me, when I build my ships out, captains, you notice that there are a lot of similarities, but that's not what I'm going for. It's the fun factor. I mean, just reading this, I was having fun just thinking of the possibilities of what to build. Like I said before I was going to get this bundle regardless of what the ships were, and I'm getting it. And believe me, captains, we are going to build them out. We're going to have fun with them, and we'll show them off. I'm very, very excited. This was a pleasant surprise. Definitely a pleasant surprise along with this. And then now we have a lance on this? What? That's crazy. Captains, again, I just wanted to share this with you. Throw down my 2 ECs. Take advantage of it if there's a ship here that you really want, minus the Earhart in the bundle, because these 4 you can get in the C-store. So if there's just one ship that you just want to get, now's your chance. Possibly use that coupon. If you get the bundle, you can get another ship. So really this ship comes with 6 ships, because what we get with this is 1 T6 ship coupon. I thought it was going to be 2, but I mean, they're giving us master keys, but that's 12 shots. Maybe some captain will get lucky. Why not? I'm in open boxes, obviously. Again, so much goodness in this one. I'm happy. And like I said, I can't wait until we get this. I've said it before in previous videos, it's an exciting time to be a captain in Star Trek Online. Not only are we getting original awesome goodies from the Stowe devs, but we're also getting the Star Trek shows leaked into Star Trek Online. So it's just so much goodness coming down. I understand, and we got to keep in mind, captains, that this is a business, and they have to make sure that the hamsters are fed. The devs also can take care of themselves. So keep that in mind. This does support the game. Like I said, I am 100% happy about this bundle. I can't wait to get it, captains. Highly recommended, highly recommended that you get this bundle if you can. If not, do know that this probably will come back on a sale another time so that you can save up for it, possibly. This is more a want than a need. Keep that in mind, Captain. So there it is. We can discuss this further. I invite everyone to the Twitch bridge. We're going to be discussing this tonight, and tonight is February 13th. We'll go over this again on stream on the Twitch bridge, give more of our 2 ECs, chat with our fellow captains. But with that said, we will leave it on this note, Caps.
Don't let them promote you. Don't let them transfer you. Don't let them do anything that takes you off the bridge of that ship, because while you're there, you can make a difference.